We're in the home stretch now. Keep up the good work. Do you know the story of the fisherman and the story of the Greek king and the physician Dalban? These are two tales from the Arabian Nights Entertainments, a collection of Arabic folk tales combined by Andrew Lang. The book is unique in its structure because it consists of a number of tales that have no clear resolution and lead into each other. In this section, we're going to examine how characters, their motivation, and plot combine to develop the theme in order to answer the lesson question: how do characters and plot develop theme in a story?
So, what if I asked you to analyze the theme of a text? Where would you start?
The dictionary, whatever page theme is on.
Well, obviously, before we can find themes, we need to know what we're looking for. So let's define it.
Sounds good.
A theme is a message that a text conveys about a topic.
Wait, like a secret message? A code?
Not exactly. A theme is a general statement that could apply to other works of literature or to life.
Yeah, I'm gonna need an example.
Here's one. Good leaders inspire their followers.
Okay, I can think of a few texts with that message.
Here's another. Too much pride can be dangerous.
Yeah, I've definitely heard that one before. But hold on, do stories ever have more than one theme?
All the time. Stories are complex. There's usually a lot going on at once.
So really, anything could be a theme.
Well, not anything. Themes have to express a clear message about a topic. They're complete sentences, not just single words or phrases.
So something like leadership wouldn't be a theme.
They could be a topic that helps you find the theme, but yeah, it's not a theme on its own.
A theme about leadership. So something like strong leadership can inspire courageous action?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, what about something like Dubon shows knowledge? Is that a theme?
No. Themes aren't descriptions, and they're never specific to just one character.
And that's because themes can be applied to multiple pieces of literature or life in general?
Yeah, but we could use the character of Dubon to build a theme.
Maybe something like this. Knowledge can lead to unexpected solutions?
That's more like it.
It's not so hard after all.
But back to my question. How would you analyze the theme in a text?
Well, I guess I'd start by reading the text closely and looking at its message.
Sounds like a plan. And now it's your turn. Can you spot the theme in a text?
Good luck.
Theme may be developed by details such as character, motivation, and plot. Remember, a theme is a general statement that can apply to other works of literature or to life. So let's take a look at Little Red Riding Hood again. We have character motivation here. Little Red Riding Hood tells her mother that she will obey her. That plus plot, the wolf is able to distract Little Red Riding Hood to pursue what he wants, equals theme. People are not always what they seem to be on the surface. Now, let's analyze the theme from one of the stories we read earlier in this lesson. How do plot and character motivations work together to develop theme? Dalban cures the king as he promised, and afterward he bows before the king, signifying respect, humility, and loyalty. So let's read the passage. Now the king had a grand vizier who was avaricious and envious and a very bad man. He grew extremely jealous of the physician and determined to bring about his ruin. Sire, answered the grand vizier, it is most dangerous for a monarch to confide in a man whose faithfulness is not yet proved. You do not know that this physician is not a traitor come here to assassinate you. I am sure, said the king, that this man is the most faithful and virtuous of men. If he wished to take my life, why did he cure me? Cease to speak against him. I see what it is. You are jealous of him, but do not think that I can be turned against him. We can infer that Dowban's motivation for helping the king is based on Dowban's goodness and loyalty to the king rather than on his desires for riches. The story reveals directly the Grand Vizier's character and motivations. Now the king had a Grand Vizier who was avaricious and envious and a very bad man. He grew extremely jealous of the physician and determined to bring about his ruin. This evil man tries to convince the king that Dowban is not loyal. This is the climax of the story. This portion of the plot, combined with earlier motivations we discussed, reveals the themes. Let's look at the king's response. It heavily implies the themes. He says, "This man is the most faithful and virtuous of men. If he wished to take my life, why did he cure me? Cease to speak against him. I see what it is. You are jealous of him, but do not think that I can be turned against him." Have you found the themes? The most simple theme here is that good, what the physician does, triumphs over evil, the jealousy of the evil Grand Vizier. Another theme could be actions speak louder than words. The good actions of the physician are worth more than the false, unfounded accusations of the Grand Vizier. Now it's your turn to see if you can point out evidence to support a theme.